Grant.
What?
Grant, will you please tell me what has you so upset?
Isn't it obvious?
Well, it may be to you, but it sure isn't to me.
Didn't you hear what Mark said about that man, Hannibal? He may be responsible for every one of those deaths at Hannibal.
Well, you don't think that I would have gone to Hannibal had I known that, do you?
No, but I don't understand why you wanted to involve that man in World Oil.
Honey, I already told you. Hawker and Boots said that he was the man that was giving all those oil leases to Marshall Oil. So I went to Hannibal to convince him to swing his support to World Oil.
Without even checking into it?
What good would that have done? I still wouldn't have known that he was involved in Haitopa.
All right. I'll give you that. But there's something far more serious involved in this.
What?
It is your obsession to bury Marshall Oil. It's blinded you. It's made you careless. Why didn't you check with Mark or me?
Grant, Marshall Oil is the enemy. They're out to destroy us. We have to destroy them before they destroy us.
Justin's not back yet?
No, not yet.
How you holding up? You feeling any better?
How can I with everything that's going on?
I wish there was something I could say.
Well, you could tell me that Hannibal's companies were on the upswing. I guess you've heard about any changes there, have you?
Like I told you earlier, we're not going to know anything until the market opens tomorrow morning.
Doesn't look too good, does it?
No.
If that stock continues to go down tomorrow, that could mean that we're going to lose Marshall Oil, couldn't it?
Yeah. That's exactly what that means.
Oh, Ruby, Brad.
Arlene.
Where you going?
They're going with me, Miss Harper. You're all going with me.
Texas, the new generation. The first part of Texas is brought to you by the lively decaffeinated, High Point decaffeinated coffee, with flavor as full of life as you are.
going on, Ruby?
I'm afraid you'll have to join us, Miss Harper. Now, if you'll just step back.
Lurleen, you better do as he says.
Honey, this is the man that's responsible for all the killing.
He is?
All right, give me the fire pills. Give it to me.
No. It's mine. No one else will have it.
Look! The pods of gas! Let's get out of here.
Hope you don't mind me dropping in like this.
Of course I don't. I'm always happy to see you.
Good, because I need a ray of sunshine right about now.
What's happened?
Well, I've been all over the place looking for a new location for the Starlight.
Any luck?
Not really. At least not anything I'd be happy with. I just think the place I have now is perfect.
So do I. I wish I could do something. If only we could find out who bought that building and why they're forcing you to vacate.
No, this is my problem. Besides, you've done enough for me already.
Well, if you do have to start over, it'll be a lot easier this time. After all, you're practically a celebrity now.
I wish that made me feel better. I've just been really looking forward to making those improvements.
I know, and I was looking forward to helping you with them.
I'm sorry, Vicki. I don't mean to be so down in the mouth.
Oh, you have a perfect right to be. I was upset after you told me.
You shouldn't be. It's not really your problem.
Well, in a way, Hunt, I feel it's my problem, too.
Well, I appreciate the support. It really helps. I was just counting so much on renewing that lease.
I know.
You know, I did find out who the agent is who's managing the place for the new owner.
Good.
Yeah, except I've been calling him all day to try and renegotiate the lease.
And you can't get a hold of him?
That's about it. I leave messages and he doesn't return my calls.
But you say you do know the agent's name?
Yeah, he works out of some real estate company.
Uh-huh. Hunt, I think there might be a way for me to help you.
Come, you think Hannibal may be here?
It's just a hunch. If I'm right, I hope we're in time.
Time for what? Just tell me what this is all about.
Justin, I don't have time right now.
Just tell me why we're here.
Hannibal may be trying to double cross, and if he is, Ruby's life could be in danger.
Ruby, right? What does she have to do with Hannibal?
It's the poison gas! Don't breathe that stuff. Poison. Look, we gotta take the stairs. Let's get up to Ruby's back!
You guys okay?
I think so.
Oh. Oh. Do you think the same thing's going to happen to Hannibal that happened to Bo?
I said there's no doubt about it.
Oh, my Lord, another mummy.
I don't think I can stand that. Brett, what are we going to do?
You guys, I really think we ought to call the police.
Oh, how are we going to explain to him about all this?
I don't know. We'll think of something.
Oh, don't make me call the police. I'm I'm shaking so bad I can't dial.
I'll call him. I've had experience with this sort of thing. Yes, hello, operator. Get me the police. It's emergency. Hello, is this the police department? Yes, I'd like to report a death at 12733 River Oaks Drive.
Oh, warn them about the gas.
Oh, it's in the elevator. And if you see any poison gas, make sure you wear gas masks. This gas is lethally poisonous. It's red. Well, I'm just a neighbor. Yeah, you better hurry.
Ruby, Brett,
Oh.
there?
Yeah.
Ruby, open up.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. Justin, what are you doing here?
I came with Ricky to find Hannibal. What is going on here?
Are you all right?
Yeah, we're fine. Listen,
Hannibal's got the fire company.
Yeah, we know. We saw him in the elevator.
Is he dead?
He's dead. Has anybody called the police?
Yeah, I just called them. They're on their way.
Hannibal's dead. That means I gotta get back to my office. Right
Justin,
away.
I'll walk down to your car with you and fill you. You ladies stay right here. Now, don't go anywhere.
Don't worry, we're not going anywhere.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Bellman. This is Clay Williams.
Yeah, what is it, Clay?
I thought you'd like to know some guy's been calling about that Elkin Street property.
What guy?
Name's, Hunt Weston. Owns the Starlight Lounge.
Did you talk to him?
Well, not yet. He's left a lot of messages, but I thought I'd better talk to you first before calling back.
Good thinking, Clay.
I was wondering what you wanted me to do. He wants to renegotiate the lease on that property.
I don't want you to do anything.
You don't even want me calling back then?
Don't bother.
Well, what if he calls again?
Just ignore him.
Well, sure, Mr. Bellman, anything you say.
One more thing, Clay.
What's that?
He's not to know who the new owner is.
Well, sure, Mr. Bellman.
I want that kept confidential. You understand?
Sure thing.
Talk to you later.
Help me out.
Well, I've been involved in real estate quite a lot over the years, and I think I know practically every real estate agent here in Houston. And I think I might be able to find out some information on what's happening with that building.
Vicky, this is something that I'm going to have to deal with on my own. I mean, I'll just have to keep calling that guy until I get a hold of him.
All right. But there is something else you might try.
What's that?
Well, the Hall of Records has got to have the new owner's name, even if you can't get it from the agent.
That's a good idea. I'll give it a try.
Just don't give up hope.
Well, with you giving me support, I don't see how I can.
I want to see the Starlight stay exactly where it is.
And I'm going to try everything I can do to see that it does. Well, I've taken up enough of your time.
Oh, you have to rush off?
Yeah, I've got a couple of things to take care of before I go back to the Starlight. I really appreciate you letting me bend your ear.
Hunt, you're welcome to bend my ear any time you want. You should know that by now.
Yeah, I guess I do.
I wish you'd let me do something to help.
You already are. Just being here for me when I need you, that's doing a lot. Well, I better go.
Hunt?
Yeah.
If you have any more trouble with this business, remember I'm here.
That is something that I'll never forget.
think we should go down there and check?
No, Ricky said stay right here.
Well, we heard those police sirens arrive a while ago. Maybe the police are going to want to talk to us.
Darlene, we are going to be talking to the police soon enough, believe me.
Well, get it. Probably Ricky coming back.
What's going on downstairs? The lobby's crawling with cops.
Oh, Mark, I was so scared I thought I'd never see you
Ruby,
again.
settle down now. Come on, what happened?
Mark, Hannibal's dead.
He tried to kidnap me and Brett, Mark. He wanted to take us to the oil reserve at Hot Topaz.
But Ruby and Brett trapped him in the elevator with the fire compass and the gas
The poison gas?
from the fire compass.
Well, have you told the police about this yet?
No, Ricky told us to stay put.
Ricky, where's Ricky?
He's downstairs. Didn't you run into him?
No, I didn't even see him. I must have passed him on the way up. What, is he down talking to the cops?
No,
What?
he's walking Justin to his car.
Justin Marshall was here?
Yeah, Ricky's gonna fill him in on what's happening. Hi.
Mark, I'm glad you're here.
Ruby just says that you saw Justin Marshall was here.
That's right.
Why?
Well, he just came along with me here so we could find out if Hannibal was around.
Ricky, what'd you tell him about Hannibal?
Well, I only told him enough to keep him from asking too many questions. Don't worry, I didn't say anything about the oil reserve or anything else.
Okay, good. Look, I better call my dad. I told him I'd let him know if anything happened. Hello, Dad?
Mark, are you all right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Brett?
Brett's okay, honest.
What's going on?
Well, we were right. Hannibal was behind everything that happened in High Topaz.
Have you notified the police?
Well, police are here swarming the building right now. Hannibal's dead, Dad.
What?
Yeah, I'll explain everything to you as soon as I get a chance to get back over there, okay?
Look, everything's okay, and I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay? Bye-bye.
Brett, you all right?
Sutar was right.
About what?
Brett, what are you talking about?
The poisonous gas, it only affects people who try to use the fire compass for evil means.
That sounds crazy.
It's not crazy. Look who it was affected. It affected Bo and then Gretchen and now Hannibal.
Brett, that could just be coincidence.
It's not coincidence, Ricky. It's part of Sutar's curse.
I'll get it.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am, but we're trying to locate the person who reported the dead man in the elevator.
I'm the one that called.
Can we come in? There's some questions we'd like to ask.
I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Why don't you go on in?
Judith, I'm glad you came.
Oh, that's a pleasant change.
Don't fence with me, Judith. This is neither the time nor the place.
What is it, Grant?
I received a rather distressing call from Mark.
What's happened?
Mark and Brett have discovered the mystery of High Topaz.
Well, that's wonderful. They know who the man is who was behind that whole terrible business?
They know who the man is. The man happens to be dead.
He's dead?
Yeah. Mark didn't give me any of the details. He's on his way over here to tell me.
Mark and Brett, are they all right?
Oh, yeah. Mark assured me that they are.
Why didn't you tell me this?
How could I, Judith? I didn't find out myself until this afternoon.
Well, you should have called me as soon as you knew what they
There
were
wasn't
doing.
time.
No time? How long does it take to pick up a telephone?
Judith! I couldn't call.
This is inexcusable, Grant. How could something like this be going on without you knowing?
Judith, this is just as annoying to me as it is to you.
Yes, I'll just bet it is.
What is that supposed to mean?
You've done it again, haven't you,
What are
Grant?
you talking about, Judith?
The same thing happened when they got lost in that terrible High Topaz place. Then you were all wrapped up in your business. Now it has to be Rena.
Judith, stop it.
You don't care about us at all. Any more than you did when we lived in Boston.
That's not true, Judith, and you know it. I've become very close with Mark and Brett ever since they came to Houston. I care very much what happens to them. That this thing happened without my knowledge is very upsetting, but they're adults, Judith. They don't have to have my consent to go around and do whatever they want to do.
I'm sorry, Grant. I didn't mean to blame you. You're right, of course. I was just so frightened. You're sure the children are all right?
Yes, I'm sure.
Grant, I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to them. They're all I have left in the world.
Ashley, come into the office, please. Bring TJ with you.
When did you get back?
Just now. Where you been? I'm looking for Hannibal. Did you find him? I sure did.
Well?
You're not going to believe this. Believe what? Hannibal is dead.
Dead? Justin, you didn't. Oh, my Lord.
Ash!
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas. And now, the next part of Texas.
Feeling better?
Yes, thank you much. I wonder if I'll ever stop worrying about our children.
I doubt it.
Do you know what I find disconcerting?
What?
The older they get, the less and less I know them.
That's curious. I've found out a lot about both of them since they came to Houston.
Yes, so have I. I know you didn't approve, Grant, but I'm really glad I came here. I wanted to get to know Mark and Brett again. Mark hasn't changed at all. He's the same exuberant, charming young man he always was, but Brett's changed. She's changed a lot. I don't know her anymore.
Well, give her time. She'll come around.
I don't know that time's going to make the difference. She's very opposed to me. And Lacey, I don't know what's happening with her anymore. You heard from her?
Yeah, not too long ago, as a matter of fact.
She like Australia?
Well, apparently she loves it.
Wonder if she'll ever come back.
I don't know. She seems to have gotten very involved with some young fellow over there.
Really? Hope she's happy. I'd love to hear from her. Grant, may I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Are you still going to feel the same way about Mark and Brett when you and Rena are together? Well, are you going to have time for them?
Judith, what kind of a question is that? They're my children. I love them. I love all three of them.
I'm so glad. You mean so much to them. And to me, too.
Judith, please.
Mark! Oh, Brett, Ricky! Oh, your father and I were so worried about you.
Hey, come on. Don't worry. As you can see, we're safe and sound.
I'm relieved to see you.
You always were a worrywart.
Yes, you're right. Oh, I have a wonderful idea. Let's have dinner together tonight. Just the four of us, the family.
That sounds good to me.
Brett, what about you?
I don't think so. Ricky and I are going to...
Oh, Ricky, I am sorry. I didn't mean to exclude you.
Oh, no problem, Mrs. Wheeler. As a matter of fact, I have to work at the Top of the World Club tonight anyway. Brett, I think tonight you should be with your family.
Come on, Brett. What do you say? You're just like old times. A lot of fun.
Okay.
Great. Grant, how about you? Will you join us? I know it's short notice.
Yes, Judith, I'll be there.
Good. That'll make it extra special.
All right, now that we got that settled, I want the three of you to stand right there and tell me this whole story, right down to the last detail. I want the complete story. You understand?
What is all the commotion down there in the lobby? I mean, they wouldn't even let us on the elevator.
Joel, the man from Hot Topawa's here.
What?
Yeah, he's dead on our elevator.
He's dead?
Yeah, he came. No, let me tell it. I'm the one that got kidnapped by him.
You got kidnapped? What are you talking about? Are you okay?
Oh,
Y'all all right?
Yeah, Joel, we're fine. We're all fine.
So what happened?
Well, see, Brett came over to give me the fire compass. And while she was here, Mark called to tell me that the guy's name was Hannibal. Well, as soon as I hung up the phone from Mark, I turned around, and there was Hannibal standing in the doorway pointing this gun at us.
Yeah, and he told Brett and Ruby
Lurleen, please, I want to tell the story.
Sorry, Ruby.
That's all right, honey. I know you were a part of it, too, but only at the end, and I was in there from the very beginning, okay? Okay. So, there was Hannibal standing at the doorway, pointing this gun at Brett and me, and he demanded the fire compass. So I gave it to him. And then he said he wanted to take us to the secret oil reserve.
How did he die?
I'm getting to that. So we were walking down the hall, we got to the elevator, Brett pushed the button, the doors opened, and there was Lurleen.
Yeah, and I was coming back from the grocery store, and I had these groceries, so I sort of threw them at him. Oh, Joel, your oranges were in that bag. Well, now they're all over the elevator.
Lurleen, the oranges were really great, Joel, because they sort of tripped up Hannibal, you know, and then we sort of shoved him into the elevator, and he had the fire compass there.
Yeah, and this red gas started pouring out.
Lurleen! Anyway, Joel, it was the poison gas, and now he's dead.
So that's what all the commotion is downstairs?
Yeah, the police came as soon as Ruby called them.
Yeah, and they asked us all these questions, except Mark fended them off.
I knew I shouldn't have left the two of you alone here today. I had a weird feeling that something bad was going to happen.
Oh, Joel, your oranges really saved us, and we're all fine.
Glad to hear that. I couldn't stand it if anything happened to you, Lurleen.
I know you won't cause any trouble, Ashley, because I'm the only one who knows you're Gregory's natural mother.
Don't worry, darling. I'm going to see to it that Hannibal doesn't interfere with our family.
I know you won't cause any trouble, Ashley, because I'm the only one
Don't
who
worry,
knows you're
darling. I'm
Gregory's
going to see
natural
that Hannibal
mother.
doesn't interfere with our family.
Cause any trouble.
You all right, darling?
What
You just fainted. Come on, let's get her over to the couch. Get her some water, TJ.
Got her?
I got it.
Here you are.
Thank you.
You all right?
I'm gonna be okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. Did you say that Hannibal was dead?
That's right.
You didn't.
Kill him? What would make you think that?
You were so mad when you left here.
I wasn't mad enough to do something like that.
Well, how did it happen?
Mind if we come in?
No, come on in, fellas. Come on in.
Miss Ashley, what's wrong with little lady? Yeah, she looks a mite peaked.
She had quite a shock.
What's that?
Hannibal is dead.
Well, I declare. That changes things, don't it, Boots? Yeah, you ain't pulling my leg.
Saw the body myself, gentlemen.
When did it happen?
A little while ago.
Uh-huh. How did it happen? Who did it?
Ruby and Lurleen.
Ruby and Lurleen.
I'll talk about that later. There's something else I wanted to talk about.
Oh, well, what's that, Justin?
What effect will Hannibal's death have on the stocksmen's companies?
It'd be hard to tell, Justin. Yeah, but it could hurt them real bad.
Is there any way you can help us rescue those stocks?
We need you, gentlemen. We need your experience. If we don't have it, it may be the end of Marshall Oil.
Well, now, there just might be something we could do. And might be able to use Hannibal's death to our advantage.
How?
Well, we're going to have to find a way to stabilize those stocks. Of course, it's not going to be easy. We'd have to do a lot of talking and convincing.
You will try, won't you, gentlemen?
We'll give it a real Texas try, Justin.
Thanks, Hawker. Thanks, Boots. I'd appreciate anything you could do.
All righty. TJ here will just give us all the information he's got. We can get started.
Sure, I got it right in my office, fellas. Come
Lead
on.
on, boy. Well, let's try to get back right soon there, Justin.
Thanks a lot, fellas. World Oil, you're not going to win. I won't let you. Nobody or nothing is going to force me out of Houston. If anyone could help us pull this off, it's those two good old boys. If ever we needed a miracle, it's right now. The thought of everything that we've worked with going down drain is intolerable, actually, intolerable.
Knew you'd be here. I saw you when you passed our table outside.
What can I do for you, Ashley?
Tell me what you're up to.
Up to?
I had my lawyer check you out.
And?
Your companies are in a lot of trouble, Hannibal. You're doing some real strange moves business-wise.
There's no need for alarm, Ashley. Everything is under control. My companies are not in trouble. They're on the verge of expansion. In a month or two, I'll be the most powerful man in Texas.
Well, that's not what TJ says.
TJ's wrong. And you're a very lucky woman. The money you have invested with me is going to double very soon.
I don't believe you, Hannibal.
Believe me, Ashley. I can't explain in detail, but I can assure you your investments are quite safe. My consortium is about to announce a major discovery. And no one and nothing is going to take that success from me.
Well, what about Marshall Oil?
Well, if you're very nice and don't make any waves, I think I may be able to throw Marshall Oil quite a lot of business.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I do. How are the adoption proceedings going on your son, Gregory?
They're running smoothly.
Let's hope you don't do anything foolish to disrupt things.
Is that a threat?
I wouldn't threaten Ashley. But it would be a shame if those people knew that you were the boy's natural mother. Now, you wouldn't do anything to cause me trouble, would you, Ashley?
No. No, sir, Mr. Hannibal. I'd never do anything to cause you any trouble.
I won't let Marshall Oil fall. Damn it, I won't have it. Ashley. Ashley.
What, sweetheart?
Have you been listening to a word I've been saying?
Yes, Justin, I have. I just don't know what to do.
You all right, darling?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're not going to faint on me again, are you?
No, never done that before. I think I'm just still in shock over Hannibal's death.
You're not sad about it happening, are you?
That's one man, Justin, that I will never mourn over.
What is it, then?
I guess I just can't believe that he's finally out of our lives. That he can't hurt us anymore.
Well, I wish that were entirely true. He can't interfere in our lives, but there's a chance he can hurt us through his businesses.
Hi.
Hey, boy, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd come by and see how things are going.
Well, things are going just great. Aren't they, Ashley?
Right.
Something wrong, Ashley?
No.
Then why are you upset? You and Marshall didn't have a fight, did you?
No, of course
now, Gregory,
not.
you gotta stop that. Ashley and I, we don't fight. That's just loud love talk.
Yeah.
Then why are you upset?
Justin, why don't you leave us for a few minutes? Let me talk to Gregory.
Sure. I gotta go see TJ anyway. Be back in a few minutes. So long, partner.
What's wrong?
And that's about it.
Down to the last detail.
Down to the very last detail.
Not even the police know as much as you do.
How come you people didn't tell me what was going on?
Because we were afraid you'd want us to go to the police.
Well, you're probably right. I would have.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't, Dad, because it would have jeopardized our whole operation and we never would have gotten a hold of Hannibal. You know, he had so many guys on the payroll, Dad, we would have never even been able to get close to him. And it was, in the end, it was his greed that did him in.
You know, I'm glad I didn't know about this. I would have been worried sick.
Grant, your secretary said that... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
Rena, wait. That's something I want to tell you.
I think I better run along home. I have a lot to accomplish before tonight. I'll expect you there about 8, right?
I'll see you then.
Okay. Grant, you won't let anything like business interfere with your being home for dinner tonight?
No, Judith, I'll be there.
Good. Nice to see you again, Rena.
I understand that you wanted to tell me something, Grant.
Yes. High Topaz is a closed issue.
Then they found the man who's behind it all?
Yeah, Rena. It was Hannibal.
Have the police caught him?
He's dead.
He's dead. Well, it's all over then, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I'd feel a lot better if you weren't cozying up to Hannibal while we were out jeopardizing our lives trying to catch him.
What?
You heard me, Rena. In the future, before you undertake any negotiations for this company, I want to know about them. You clear them with me first. You understand?
Perfectly.
Good. Dad, I gotta go check with Ruby, make sure she's all right. I'll see you tonight.
Oh, Ricky, let's go. You have to get to work.
Yeah,
tonight,
we should
don't you?
get going up. So long, everybody.
I can't understand why Mark would talk to me like that.
Darling, he did have reason.
Just because I made the mistake of going to Hannibal to talk to him?
By your going to Hannibal on your own, you ran the risk of compromising this company. Not even to mention the amount of personal jeopardy that you might have placed them in. Rena, you should have checked with me or Mark. Can you really expect him to approve of what you did?
Come over here. I want to talk to you.
What is it, Ashley?
Mr. Hannibal's dead.
He is? Is that why you're upset? Because he died?
Well, in a way, it came as quite a shock. Actually, I think I'm a little relieved. He can't hurt us anymore.
Ashley.
What, baby?
I didn't like Mr. Hannibal very much. He scared me. Is it bad of me not to feel sorry that he's dead?
No. He was not a very nice man. You know, he could have stopped your adoption.
Why would have he have done that?
Because he was a mean, vicious person. But he can't hurt us anymore now. Ever.
Then I'm gonna be adopted for sure?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll get it.
Hey, come on. Don't you think we better take this out of the hall? Huh?
Okay, come on in.
Oh, boy, it's really calmed down downstairs.
Yeah, the last of the police left about a half hour ago.
Where's Lurleen and Joel?
Well, Joel's in his bedroom doing Braille, and Lurleen's lying down. I guess when she gets upset, she gets kind of dizzy.
How you holding up?
I'm holding up just fine.
Ruby, you are a remarkable woman.
You really think so?
I know so. Look, I know you probably don't want to talk about this, but how would you like to explain everything that happened to me today? It was so hectic, I didn't get the whole story.
Well, I'd be happy to explain it to you, but I think you better sit down because it's kind of a long, drawn-out story.
Okay. Well, shoot.
Let's see. Okay. Right after you called me and told me that Hannibal was the guy's name, no sooner did I turn around than there was Hannibal standing in the doorway pointing this gun at me and Brett.
and he said he wanted the fire compass, and I told Brett I think we better give it to him. So we did, and then he said he was going to take us to Hatopa so that we could show him where the oil reserve was. And Brett said, no, we're not going anywhere with you. And I said, no, Brett, I really think we should go with him, considering he's the one that's got the gun. So we went out into the hall, and we were standing there, and Brett rang for the elevator, and then I kind of sort of signaled with my eyes to Brett, to try to tell her we better do something quick because we were going to end up in a whole lot of trouble. And then the elevator doors opened, and we were all very surprised to see Lurleen. But nobody was more surprised than Hannibal, so I took that opportunity to sort of catch him off guard, and I lunged at him, and then I shoved him into the back of the elevator, and the fire compass was there, and that's when all the gas came up, and he breathed it, and the elevator doors closed, and that was it.
Well, you're a very brave woman.
Oh, I wasn't brave, Mark. I didn't do any more than anyone else would have done in the same situation, and besides, I had to save Lurleen and Brett's lives.
Were you scared?
I was only scared of one thing.
What's that?
I was scared I'd never see you again.
The building has been sold.
This building?
None of it.
Well, then negotiate with the new owners.
That's the problem. Evidently, the new owner is not interested in leasing to me.
Who is the new owner?
I don't know. All I heard was that there'll be no new lease and that it's final.
Hunt.
No new lease, Vicky. That means that the Starlight Lounge is going to have to move. I'm going to have to start all over again. Whole new clientele, whole new place. Start all over again from the beginning.
Something bothering you, Vicky?
Yes, Stryker. As a matter of fact, there is something bothering me.
Want to talk about it?
I don't think you want to hear about it.
Come on, Vicky. If you got a problem, I'm willing to listen.
It's not exactly my problem.
Whose is it?
Hunt Weston's.
What's he trying to get you to do now?
He's not trying to get me to do anything. He's having some trouble right now, and I'd like to help him.
I can understand him having trouble, but I think you ought to stay out of it.
Stryker, it's not the kind of trouble you think it is. It seems that he's suddenly being evicted from his club, and he can't get any response from the agency who's handling it for the new owner.
Anything I can do?
No, thank you, Stryker. I don't expect you to do anything. I just wish there was something I could do.
Frankly, Vicky, I think you ought to stay out of the man's trouble. He's an opportunist, just playing on your good nature. And worse than that, he's a loser. He deserves whatever trouble he's got.
Karen, hold all my calls, please. Miss Gregory.
I sent him back to the hotel. He had homework and studying. Justin, I wish that there was something I could do to make this all better.
TJ just showed me the closing figures, the market. Doesn't look too promising.
Maybe we could just pray for that miracle you've been asking
That miracle is in the hands of Hawker and Boots right now. I hope they can do something.
Doesn't seem fair. Marshall Oil's future is hanging by a thread because of something we can't control. We may lose everything, everything we hoped for, dreamed of.
I have got everything that I ever dreamed of right here. I've got you, and I've got Gregory, and I don't need any oil company. I just need my family.
I need my family, too. But it's not enough. I have to be able to give my family something. I said that I was going to make Marshall Oil the biggest oil company in the state of Texas, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll be damned if I'm going to let World Oil beat me out.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
I was only trying to help out World Oil.
Rena, you can't strike out on your own like that whenever you feel like it. You've got to check with Mark or me.
Grant, what more do you want from me? I've admitted that I made a mistake. I didn't know anything about Hannibal. There was no reason for Mark to humiliate me that way. I cannot and I will not tolerate that treatment from anyone.
Mark was right.
Oh, yes, Mark was right. You were right. The whole world is right and I am wrong. Well, you can celebrate that tonight at your family dinner.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas, the New Generation.